It's time to tinker and talk the night away. Grab your glue and paints, we're back again. It's model making day. From classic cars to soaring planes and steam trains on the track. Whether die-cast builds or part work kits, there's no turning back. So let's tinker and talk, just you and me, building dreams from plastic, one sprue at a time. You see, whether sanding down or fitting parts, we share the joy, that's how it starts. Come along, let's tinker and talk the night away. Oh, got a Mustang here and a Spitfire too, maybe a steam train. The smell of glue, the sound of chat, in this world we all remain. Got a tip or trick, then drop it in chat. We build as friends, not just fans. This bench is open, the stream is live. Come lend a helping hand. Yeah, we tinker and talk with laughs and care. The hobby's better when you've got good folks to share. From sanding wheels to fixing wings, we celebrate the little things. So come on in, let's tinker and talk the night away. Screws and glue, just me and you, talking shop till the model's through. A misstep here, a perfect fit. We cheer each other every bit. Let's tinker and talk under workshop lights, chasing calm and joy through long creative nights. From revel kits to die-cast dreams, we're builders, makers, part of a team. It's Tuesday night, let's tinker and talk the night away.
Good evening all, and welcome to another Tinker and Talk Tuesday live stream. So today you've seen that I'm going to be doing the Lego Bumblebee. My son's been pleading for me to do this since I got it for my birthday in the middle of October. So I finally relented and I'm going to build it. I could have built it off stream, but you guys like watching me build Lego, so I figured it has to be done. I've already done the Optimus Prime, obviously, so might as well do Lego Bumblebee as well. I'm still pleading for someone to get me the Lego sound stream just to make the full collection. Maybe a hint for Christmas, Rachel. But we'll see on that one. So it might be another, well, be a Decepticon, I suppose, actually coming to the live stream. Obviously, you may notice now I've got the Aston Martin up there on the workbench on the shelf. So that will be getting built up at some point. I've got a new video going out tomorrow about the Agora diorama. So make sure you keep an eye on the channel for that one. You'll see a little bit of how I managed to go from an idea to what was at scale model world. So not very much video, but quite a few photos in a reel, I guess. So check that out tomorrow. And as I say, at some point that'll get built up to the No Time to Die spec. Don't know if I'll do that as a video or a live stream yet, but we'll still see. So for now, we've got Bumblebee. I have laid it out. Believe it or not, this little tiny bit here is 3 bags. So there doesn't seem to be a lot to do in the first 3 bags. And then the 4th bag seems to be loads to do. So I'll show you that in the book in a minute. So might as well just get on with it and get building. Hey Ian, hey Bergdis, Chris, and Gordon. Upsetting the Amazon planning team. Hey, you mean you don't want a hub right next to your house? Surely that'd be convenient for picking up your parcels. Right, Lego Bumblebee, as I said. A couple little bits go through. Nice little intro as we get with all these. So page 1, or bag 1. Now if I flick through here, okay, until such point as we get to bag 4, okay, that much is 3 bags. And then try and find where bag 5 is. There, okay. Bags 1 to 3 is almost as thick as bag 4 alone. So should be able to get through bag 1 to 3 at least. And so it doesn't seem to be very many parts. There's certainly less parts than Optimus Prime. But yeah, very surprised how little there seemed to be. I'm also going to try something else today and actually have the book to my left, where the light doesn't glare on it so much, which means hopefully I'll be able to see it, because that's my usual biggest problem, that I can't see the book. I can't find the remote control to zoom in. Mat's not centered. Clearly moved my mat. That's better. Yeah, good enough I think for now. But let's zoom in a little bit. You might be able to see what I'm building. But I've done my usual, which is just laid things out in sort of their colours and rough shapes. So hopefully it will come together fairly quickly. It seems to work quite well when I was doing the Optimus Prime, so hopefully get the same situation with this one. Hey Ed. Yeah, but yeah, Amazon still has to get into Cornwall. And it's like visiting a foreign country, really, to be fair. I'll get shot for saying that. Yeah, I don't know how many hours it would take actually to do that. But there may be something interesting coming up. Well, within the next few weeks. Not saying what just yet, but keep an eye on the channel. I'm sure I'll do an announcement at some point. So there you go. A little bit cryptic. I'm doing a YouTube thing and getting you drawn in. I understand that reference. Oh, you're in Plymouth, are you, Gordon? You are local to me. I was going to say that doesn't seem right, but that's because I've missed off that piece. Now, you're going to see a bit of repetitive work here because we're building up like 1/2 of the front end of Bumblebee, and then the other part, or the second bag, is the other half. So basically the opposite way around. Not sure why they've done it in that sort of way. And interesting enough, we built Optimus Prime as the robot, but this one we are building the car. Got to make sure we get this one the right way around, which is that way. I say the right way around because it's got vertical stripes there and horizontal ones on that side. So it's the horizontal ones on the outside. Now, if I was really clever, I could probably do a mirror image of this, but I'm sure I'd end up getting very, very confused, and something would go wrong. And I know that's the only reason you tune into these streams. But if I can avoid things going wrong, I will. You are extremely close to me then, Gordon. Because I am also not far from Derriford Hospital. In fact, actually, my wife works there. So. Now I've got this joint section. I should have a black section. There it is. So we've got to listen for a click. Can you hear that? Definitely clicks. Right, that's going to go in there. I think eventually this becomes his foot. Would that be the range then? I suppose it actually could be oldie, couldn't it? Right, so we need that, that one, that one, that one, and we need one of these little lamps. So this is going into there. That then sits on the corner like so. We have that red one, grey one, smaller grey one, and then that black one. You clearly weren't quick enough on the second one, Bergdis. Need that going there. Then we need that one. 2 of those. That one. And what else do we need? 2 of them. To be fair, there's not many stores there that you could probably guess at, so wouldn't take me long to guess which one. Hey Jody, all good, all good. That 30 seconds made all the difference, Bergdis. Have you seen how fast those FedEx drivers drive? They're out the door 29 seconds before you press the second one. We need that one. And we need that one. Oh, and we need that one to go in there. It's still looking like the picture, so doing well. That's going in there. It's going to push all the way through. Not sure the purpose of that. Then we need that one. We should have a yellow one with a claw on it, and do this little rounded piece. So that's in there. That one is there, and that one is there. Then we did that and that. That clicks onto there, and that one clicks onto there. Next up, we need one of those, two of those, and we need that one. Those two double up and go there with that one in front, and then this goes just there. Starting to look like a shoe if you squint. Next up we need that, that, and that. And that goes like that. That goes like that. And that will go just there. Actually, two of those claw items. So this is going to go. Nope, I've missed something. What have I missed? I've missed an entire stage. That's what I've missed. There we go. That's better. Then we've got those going like that, and that going like that. There we go. That makes sense now. Yeah, and to be fair, that's going to be a bit of a job to do the Orient Express lighting kit, but I can definitely start that if people are interested in watching that one. And to be fair, I've got, how many have I got now? 5 lighting kits to do. I don't have a lighting kit for Bumblebee yet, I don't think. Pretty sure I don't. No. I know Keith, Bricks and Sprues, is going to be illuminating the Black Pearl, I think it is, later on. It's going to be midnight UK time. I know he's using the Light My Bricks kit for that one. Not that one. That one. Followed by that one. And that goes on top of there. Then we need one of those, and 2 of those. First things first, join those two together. This is then going to go there. And that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Then we flip that around like so. And we need this clear piece, going to go onto there. That would have been nice if that had been a silver piece. And then that's going to go like that. And then that will click in there like that. So that's bag one done. And we've got, I'm assuming that's the front anyway, headlight. So next is pretty much the same as this, but the other side now. There you go, H. Sort it out. There's no point in me making a date, otherwise I'll get it wrong. Now, the question is, can I do this side any quicker, knowing a bit more of what I'm expecting to do? What do you reckon? I'm going to go in now. There we go. Yep. Oops. Nope, spin it around. How are you getting on with your injection molding machine, Chris? That one's going to go on there. That one goes on there, and then we need those two grey slopes, which are going to go this way. Yeah, like single goes there. Oh, and then we need the clicky parts again. Again, just double check the click. Wow, that's half the fun, isn't it? again, we're going to need to put the lamp in there, that way around. Oh, if I put that wrong way around. Nope, that goes on that end, like so. That in there, followed by that, and then finally that one. That then goes on there, and then we need that one. Certainly does make it easier when even just sorting them by colour makes it easier and quicker to find bits and pieces. So got those there. This one goes there. We've got yellow 3 going there. 2 claw sections there and there. Then we need that one. 2. Black one. Grey one. And then we need this, which I still don't know the purpose of. Doesn't seem to serve any purpose putting that in there, unless it's a strengthening piece. I don't know. That, and that, and that. So that is going to go along there, like so. That goes there, and that one goes there. So slightly different because of the way they clip together. So they're going to clip together like that eventually. Oops. These 2 grey parts, which are going to go there. We need that piece that's going to go there. And this one's going to go on there. And this is the section I missed out on the first one. But not missing it out this time. Excellent. Then we need that and that. And we should have a little grey one, which is there. That will then go in there. Then taking 2 of those and this black piece. The claws go that way. And that black piece goes in there. And this is almost the end of this bag as well. So 2 bags done in very quick succession. And to be fair, bag 3 doesn't look very complex either. So I'm sure I'll get a whiz through that one as well. The only thing that's in the back of my mind is the amount that looked like there was in bag 4. So if I start bag 4, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. So then we have these arches again, and this piece, that one goes on there. Then the wheel arch, like so. And then we have the headlight. This has got to go this side this time. Click in there, like so. Oh, and we are actually being asked to click these together. So there we are. Sort of like the front end of Bumblebee. Let's just raise that book up like that. Right. So making sure I get this the right around. That goes in there like so. And then this goes and connects to that one as well. Like that. That's then going to go like that. And then that goes in the end of there. And again, we've been asked to have some clicks going on, which it does. Nice clicking motion there. Then we have that. And two more of these Technic pins. One there and one there. And then that is going to go in like so. Now that seems to be locked on that one. So next we need that and that. So that one's going into here, like so. And yeah, that one seems to be locked, so I assume that must be rigid for a reason. And that's going there and doing its clicking thing again. So that's perfect. Excellent, Bergdis. Never be short of projects. The real challenge is trying to finish one of them. In part, that's sort of why I started doing this live stream. Because it meant that I had a little bit of dedicated time where I can actually just concentrate on one item. So maybe that's what you need to do, Bergdis. Yeah, start up another live stream. Right, so they got those pointing up like so. Then we've got that going on there. Then one of those going like that. We need a 6, which go like that. There's a lot of flat black pieces in this particular bag. That then goes like so. That and that's going to go like that. That then goes like that. On those and the square. That then goes in there, and that one goes in there. Yeah, you should do it, Bergdis. More live streams and more projects. Now, I have a feeling this is like the sort of the backbone, maybe, of the construction. That doesn't make sense. Because I missed a step. That's why. Let's those on first. Followed by that. Followed by that. Now that makes sense because it's now level with that piece. Now we need a printed piece, and that's going to go that way around. Followed by a blank piece. You know what? And you make 2 of those. Ah! Did they tell me that right at the beginning? No, they didn't. Why couldn't you have told me to make 2 of those? Oh, it did. Ignore me. Right, so ditto with what we've just done. So that and that. That then goes, where did it go? On like that. I missed off that 6 piece. We should go there. Then that. And that. Which will then go under there. Then we have that one. And a square. Two 6s stacked. Goes there. Then this long one. These 2. The grill. That one. Those 2. And printed piece. And then non-printed piece. And then taking this piece this way up, that's going to slot into there and into there, like so. And then this will attach into here. So you can quite clearly see that's going to be his legs eventually. But they've got it that way for the minute. So what are we at? 25.2. So let's see how long it takes to do bag 4. Doesn't seem like a lot in bag 4 actually. But it seemed like loads of instructions. So I bet it's tons of fiddly pieces. Tons of little pieces, that's what it is. Right. Empty bag, empty bag. Right. Quickly get these sorted into colours. And roughly shapes. Keep the fiddly bits, I think, over there for now. Right, let's see how we do. So first things first, we need that and that. All right, have a good one. Right, I don't know if this actually joins to that part straight away at the end of this or not, but it looks like it's sort of like mid-section. Got that red one going there. We have that one. And you saw how many pages there was for this. It just seemed to be loads to do. So I can only assume that it's just loads of fiddly bits. Right, we need this. Got these blue bits. It's going to go there and there. Should have a black Technic piece. Going to go in there. Yellow one with a hole in. And then that goes on top that way around. And then we need to have this one, which is going to go on there, like so. Then we have these items, and we need 2 of these. It's going to go on the side like so. Then secure it with one of these red hex pins. I'm assuming that's got to push all the way through. Doesn't actually show a picture of it done afterwards, so yeah, got to go all the way in. Next up, we got this. Again, we need to make sure it's going to go click, 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 which it does. Got this piece that's going to open that way around. On those grey pieces, flip that over, and we need a grey piece with a cross in the middle. And then we need another hinge piece. So we've got that like so. Excellent. Still with it this way up, we need to put a couple little singles on here. And then we need this piece. Now, Rach, if you're watching, did you pick up on my hint to, that I want Soundwave? Or lighting kit for Bumblebee. Yeah, that's another option, actually. Or both. Right, so with that way up, we can put that on there. And then that one on there. And then this 4-piece goes like so. And then this one, like that. And then that one, and that one. is actually going together quite smoothly. Maybe I'm just getting used to doing Lego again. Although to be fair, the when I did the live build for the Orca, that was pretty fun, and yeah, that went quite smoothly as well. I think someone needs to get Wayne more Lego. I think Wayne needs more practice with Lego. That's what it is. Because he hasn't done any Lego since the Orca build, has he? Oh, and what do we reckon to the wife's suggestion about potentially starting the lighting kit for the Orient Express? I wouldn't get a Death Star anyway. Not a fan of Star Wars. The Enterprise D though, I'd have that one. The Enterprise looked pretty good. Right, that's going to go through there, like so. And then this is going to attach through there. Like so. Oh, we are actually attaching this to what we've already created. It's going to go this way around. And it's going to go through that hole there. I guess click in. Put that to one side. You got that, like that. I'm trying not to be too quick with this, but I feel I might have to end up going on bag 5. Because there seems to be very few parts left on the workbench at the minute. Right, we've got 15 minutes left. I might have a quick look at the other bag and the instructions and see how complex it is. Because I really thought this bag was going to take forever. Need one of those on there, and then we need to make another one like so, which will go like that. Then we should have 2 of these. 2 of these singles. And you've got a couple little ramp sections. 1 and 2. Yeah, true. I'm sure there's still people waiting for Enterprise bits from Fan Home. Nope. It's that piece first. And then that piece. That piece on top. And then we have that ramp section and then that ramp section, and then that's going to attach there. Right, and now we've got to build onto this. So 2 of those green ones and a blue one. It's going to go like that. Then these 2 pieces will slide on here. Right, that's 2. And this red piece, let's go and lock that together. Just seems to be more and more pages of this, but very few parts. So maybe this will take us to the end of the stream. Got that going in there, that going in there. And let me flip it over. Got that piece there. Should have another hinge piece going there. And while still having it this way up, we need that piece, and that piece. And then we should have a grey ramp section. There it is. And then we need to flip it back over. That goes on there. So basically the same as what we did a minute ago. That one. Like so. And then on top of that, we have that one, that grey one. And no, I'm not making sure all the Lego logos line up. That goes on the end like so. And that goes there. That goes there. That piece, there it is. And then we have that one going on top. Then that one. And then this is going to attach to the rest of this. Just try and work out how that goes, which I think is like that. And then we have that one securing the end of there. Let's try and push this one through a little bit further. Doesn't want to go. There it goes. And then something fell off. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, so we've still got those few bits left. So what else do we need to do now? So we've got that brown wood going into there, and I should have another one of those. There it is. We're just going to go in that side, and taking this and putting these ones on top like so. That's then going to go on the back here, and that is the end of that bag. What are we at? 8 minutes left of the stream, so I think that's probably a good stopping point now. Now, I don't quite know how that's going to work, because I'm pretty sure that doesn't seem to bend or move. I doubt that's just going to sit like that. Let's have a quick look. I'm not going to build any more Lego, so let's have a quick look at the transformation, and then we can probably work it out. Okay, so maybe that does bend. It just doesn't seem to want to. Or maybe it only bends one way. Oh, it does bend. Okay, it's just a lot stiffer than I gave it credit for. So that must be the back end. So would that be axles, maybe, for the wheels? What do you reckon? So that's that point there. Surely that's got to be potentially the wheel axles or something like that, I guess. But when it's in robot mode, that's effectively going to be how it is, I guess. Let's just zoom out that camera a little bit. So that'll be Bumblebee's feet. But as I say, with doing Optimus Prime in robot mode, this one we're definitely building it in car mode as a first point. So as you can see, that's where it'll be. But where are we up to at the minute? We're up to this point just here, so that's where we are. Right, so let's just push this into the same position as it currently is in the instructions, otherwise I'll be very confused when it comes to the next stage. So that's where we are. Be interesting to see actually quickly what we get to do with that. So okay, we need to fold it over on itself and fold it down. So that's how it would be when it's in bug mode, I guess. So now we know. Right, I will grab my stickers, and we've only got a couple, and I think they're only on the outside, so nice and easy. So put that in there. Got a couple of spare bits left over, but that's standard with Lego. Nothing big that I'd think, oh, why is that still missing? That's the only one that sort of worries me a little bit, because I don't usually get things like that. But I think I used 2 of those. Don't know. We'll see. But as I say, next week, maybe lighting up the Orient Express. So let's just switch camera. So thank you very much for watching. That's the scale of it. So I think he's on par with Optimus Prime. I think he worked out a little bit smaller. So should look good next to each other. Optimus Prime is over there sat on my computer at the minute. But I've got lighting kits for Optimus Prime, the DeLorean, the Aston Martin DB5, the Orca, and the Orient Express. So if I'm going to light one of them, maybe I'll do a bit of a poll, and maybe decide. You guys can decide what I do next week, and we'll break out one of the lighting kits, which I think should be pretty fun. Which will mean disassembling something, but you know that's not news to this channel. So hopefully you'll join me next week. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.